Hey everyone, I'm Brisa, and I will be discussing about the graphic novel we just finished reading. So Nimona by Noella Stevenson is a graphic novel and a comic strip that has several interesting things to it when it comes to its formatting and the way it portrays certain scenes and situations throughout it. Nimona is the first character that's introduced to us in the novel. She is a shapeshifter who looks to team up with the villain of the story, Ballister Blackheart. She looks forward to teaming up with him so that together they can bring down the institution and alongside the hero of the village, Ambrius Godalon. We know that Blackheart in reality has no evil in him and has always gone through his plans according to his moral code. But this all changes as soon as Nimona appears. So Nimona always just wants to jump in right right away and kill and destruct whatever she feels like is necessary in order to get through the plan. Mm. I believe that it's obvious that the ending of the novel would be different if Nimona wouldn't have appeared. Okay. So the first scene I would like to discuss is at the beginning of the novel on page 5 and 6. Um, so this one right here. In the scene, we could see how the color of the panels changes to more flat ones, more yellowy and brownish. The color scheme changes like this in order to show that this is a flashback and not in current time. So here in the scene, Ballister is telling the story of the accident he had with Goldalon, which is what caused him to lose his arm. Both Ballister and Goldalon were going against each other in a truce, and the winner would be the one who would represent the institution. So they fought, and Ballister had already won the fight when Goldalon uh, shot Ballister's arm off. So I think this scene is important because it describes to us the reason why Ballister is the villain and not the hero. Um, so you could see like the color scheme, and then on page 6, uh, on page 6 right here, um, the first 3 panels or 2 panels are still part of the flashback from Ballister's story, while the rest of the panels are in present time. So with that being said, here we can more clearly see the difference between the color schemes differentiating the time of the events from the flashback Ballister was telling and the present time between Nimona and him. So the present time panels are much more colorful and bright as to where the flashback panels are dull and kind of give like a white and blackish effect. So the next scene that I would like to discuss is a little more towards the middle of the novel on page 168 and 169. So in this scene, Ballister discovers that Nimona had lied about her real backstory to how she is able to shapeshift the way she is. Um, and the argument Blackheart states, I took it for granted that this was your natural form, but it's not, is it? So he realizes that her human form is not her natural form, and she just wanted to seem less powerful. Okay, so on page 169, we can see how heated Nimona is getting about being confronted about the situation, and we start to see her change into a type of monstrous form in panel 3 and 4. So as soon as her monstrous form shows, we can see Blackheart reaching out to grab his sword in panel 5. This shows us that Blackheart got scared of Nimona for a second and found her dangerous. So I believe in the scene. I believe this scene is when Blackheart started to realize that Nimona might really not be who she says she is. And I think that the color scheme here for the background is much a little darker um to back up the intensity of the situation that's occurring between both of them. We could see the darkness that appears as Nimona um, takes her monstrous form, and the way she is drawn with bright red eyes to efface her form and anger and dangerousness she is becoming. Um, so those are the scenes that I chose. So I hope you were able to understand a little more about the details seen in Nimona and the importance that they have in the novel and the way of presenting it. I believe the color schemes of the panels are based on the events occurring are really important to emphasize the importance of certain events that are happening.